Despite being a culture of death, Americans have uncompromisingly, or so we think, done away with slavery in a pursuit of liberty for all men and women. Noah Webster clarifies that this liberty of one depends not so much on the removal of all restraint from him as on the due restraint upon the liberty of others. Now, this restraint on the liberty of others is exemplified in chattel slavery. Webster defines a slave as a person who is wholly subject to the will of another, one who has no will of his own, but whose person and services are wholly under the control of another. This month, during a congressional hearing about the Heartbeat Protection Act, pro-life leader Star Parker, a black woman who had 4 abortions early in her life, testified.
And in fact, when you put the Dred Scott decision next to the Roe v. Wade decision, they read almost verbatim. Abortion is the leading cause of death in the black community today. Since Roe v. Wade was legalized, 20 million humans have been killed inside of the womb of black women. And then on Halloween, Planned Parenthood tweets out that the black women are safest if they abort their child rather than bring it to term.
When Meet the Press host Chuck Todd queried if an unborn child's life is wholly under the control of a mother, former presidential candidate Dr. Ben Carson asserted,
during slavery, a lot of the slave owners thought that they had the right to do whatever they wanted to that slave. What if the abolitionist had said, you know, I don't believe in slavery. I think it's wrong. But you guys do whatever you want to do. Where would we be?
Infant murder, as horrid as slavery and lynching, has become an unprecedented abomination in our country, taking roughly 4,000 lives a day. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, 35% of all babies aborted in America in 2013 were black children, while blacks make up only 13% of the U.S. population. In addition, according to the New York City Department of Health and Mental Hygiene, in 2012 there were more black babies killed by abortion in New York City than were born there. You shall not murder is as pertinent today as it was when God created us with the right to life. He created this law as a protection, and violation of his law results in personal and societal consequences. When we abandon God's word, we abandon all rationality. We instead have to prop up an abstract morality full of contradictions and deceit. Chattel slavery and infant murder have always been and will always be abominations. Justifying one over the other and maintaining freedom for the people is outright duplicitous and diabolical. This is Jake MacAulay with the Institute on the Constitution, bringing you the American View.